What's up, boys? It's Devin. In this video, I'm giving you all the sauce. I'm giving you everything that you need to watch this video and turn 15 pounds of fat into a steroid level shredded physique naturally. Okay, if you watch this video in full and go apply everything I say here, I can guarantee you 150,000% that you're gonna achieve that physique. But here's the thing. This video is cut and dry. This video is not like some super edited, fun video. This is a training video in which if you watch to the end, you will have everything that you ever wanted in your life. You will have everything you ever wanted. But if you can't sit through this 30, 45-minute video, however long it is, you'll never have anything that you want in your life. So if you want to achieve the steroid level physique, watch this thing to the end. What's up, boys? It's Devin, and I'm going to give you a little presentation called The Secret Better Than Steroids, turning 15 pounds of fat into a shredded physique. I'm going to break down everything that I did to go from the guy on the left to the guy on the right, so that this way, by the end of this video, when you're finished with it, you can become that guy on the right or better. You're going to achieve a steroid level physique. I'm talking fucking bicep veins bulging out of your shoulders, V-taper, abs, everything that you want, you can have it. And if you just watch this video in full all the way to the end, I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. I'm leaving nothing out. I'm literally giving you guys everything in this video so that you can become the best version of yourself and have the nastiest physique you've ever had. So let's just dive into it. So I like to call it the SBTS method, the Secret Better Than Steroids method. So let's talk a little bit about what I was like before this, because as you could see this picture here, I mean, you could tell I worked out, but you could also tell I didn't say no to a cookie. So let's dive into it. I was chubby. I couldn't stay consistent. I was full of anger. I hated myself. I had no confidence. You can see here, look at that smile, bro. You look deep enough. That dude is not fucking happy. I legitimately hated myself because my inability to stay consistent bred zero confidence. So I had this massive ego where I was portraying myself to be somebody to the world, but deep down I was so insecure, I was so unconfident, and I was so angry that I had no purpose, that I had no drive. And instead of trying to figure out a solution to that, I just became more angry. And I really hated myself, truly. And that led to me just having no confidence. I mean, I can't even put into words like the way I felt every single day. It was really bad. But now, after the SBTS method, look at this fucking guy, bro. I mean, I'm permanently lean and shredded. I never miss. I am in love with my life. I'm confident. I have the respect of others. But most importantly, I respect myself. This method is not just a get shredded, get steroid level physique, and that's it. This method is something that you can sustain for the rest of your life. So you never have to go back to being the guy on the left. You could always be the guy on the right. So I never miss. And that's why I'm in love with my life. I love the way I feel every day. I love waking up in the body that I'm in every day. I love everything about myself because of how far I've come, because of where I come from. And so when I would look somebody in the eyes, when I was this guy, I portrayed to be confident, but I was nervous because I thought if they looked deep enough into my eyes, that they would see the real me. The real me who was insecure, the real me who had no purpose, was a lost soul. And now when I look in my own eyes, all I see is a confident man who is exactly who he says he is and who shows up day after day. Let's talk about who this video actually is for. Because this video is not for everybody. Not everybody is going to be able to take this information and use it. So who is it really for? Let's talk about it. If you're looking to shred stubborn body fat while simultaneously gaining a steroid level physique and be lean and be shredded naturally, this is for you. If you're looking for like a quick fix, you know, you want to fucking juice up and do all that shit, this is definitely not for you, bro. This is going to be a natural way for you to achieve that lean and shredded physique, lose 15 pounds of fat. Now, If you're tired of starting over because you're constantly self-sabotaging yourself, this is for you. So if you're constantly self-sabotaging, you know that you're making the improper food choices, you know that you know exactly what to eat, but you can't make the right food choices when it counts, this is for you. You might know, what your macros are. You might know what your protein intake is. You might know that you should eat cleaner to feel better. But if you just simply can't make those right decisions when they come about, this is for you. So, if you're looking for an enjoyable, healthy lifestyle that you never need a vacation from, this is for you. How many guys do you hear? I went on vacation and I fell off. I fell off of my routine. Well, this is a healthy lifestyle that you don't need a vacation from because you're going to love it. So if that's you, keep watching. If you feel like you're leaving a lot out on the table and you're ready to go all in and elevate all aspects of your life, this is for you. And I'm talking about if you know that you're meant for more, there's more to you, a better physique, a better body, a better relationship, more money. If there's more to you, the individual watching this, and you know that, and you're ready to go all in and elevate your life for the better, this is for you. And if you want to 10x your confidence, feel like the man while simultaneously gaining the respect of others and yourself, this is for you. Once you implement all this and execute it, you are going to be on top of the world. Your confidence is going to be through the roof. You are going to love the man you see in the mirror. I mean, I'm talking about when you get up to go take a piss in the morning and look in the mirror, you're going to like what you see, bro. I know right now you're disgusted, but not after you watch this. So keep watching, and your peers and others are going to start showing you some damn respect when you implement this method. Again, this is not for everybody. So who is this not for? If you're not willing to be accountable and follow simple, not easy, but simple instructions to get a lean and ripped physique and ascend in all the other aspects of your life, this is not for you, bro. It's not for you. So if you're not willing to be accountable, it's not for you. If you're content right now with just being like okay or having a not bad physique or mindset, this is definitely not for you either. And if you aren't willing to build better habits that will increase your confidence and energy levels, this is most certainly not for you. And definitely, if you're okay with being a slave to your vices, which you might not admit that you are, but you know that you are, this isn't for you. And if you're not prepared to take massive action to take control of your life like never before, this is certainly not for you. Now, here's the truth about the myth of getting a shredded steroid level physique naturally. Okay, you can absolutely do both. You can get a steroid level physique and be natural. You can do it simultaneously, but most men are not able to shred fat while gaining lean muscle and gaining a steroid level physique because of the following. You cannot achieve this without first removing all limiting beliefs. If you don't believe you can achieve a steroid level physique naturally while shredding fat, gaining lean muscle, then you never will. So the first step is you have to remove your limiting beliefs. Also, here's another misconception. Your routine needs to be like your favorite TV show. Has anyone ever forced you to watch your favorite TV show? Probably not. Has everyone ever been like, say it's Game of Thrones, has somebody been like, bro, you have to go watch Game of Thrones, and you're like, oh, I really don't feel like it right now, but I guess I will. No, it's never happened because you love it. So your routine needs to be something that you love. That's why you keep falling off, because you don't love it. But once you love it, you'll start to always have it. You'll always be able to remain consistent. Now, another thing that's a big problem that I see is that cardio is hurting your progress, bro. Everybody thinks they want to get lean, shred fat, cardio. No, too much cardio is going to hurt your progress, and we'll get deeper into that as we go along. But don't worry, I'm not going to let that happen to you, bro. There's no such thing as not being able to get a steroid level physique naturally. But also, here's another big thing. There is no such thing as the right time. It doesn't exist. Imperfect action solves all of your problems. There's no such thing as the right time. I don't care how busy you are. I don't care what you got going on. If you want it, you'll figure it the fuck out. There's no such thing as the right time. You're never going to know enough information. You just have to put one foot forward and start. Get the wheel turning, and you will figure everything out as you go. Now, if you want to be that guy with the steroid level physique, naturally, I'll show you exactly how to shatter all of your limiting beliefs and unlock a God level confidence. I'm talking about this confidence will be unshakable. I'll tell you how to eat your favorite foods while shredding fat and gaining roadmap veins in your shoulders and in your arms. Fucking just road maps. You ever seen a map? Or the road maps? The old school maps? That's what your shoulders are going to look like, bro. That's what your arms are going to look like. I'll show you how to gain Hulk arms without training like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I'll show you how to live an enjoyable, healthy lifestyle. Have 18-year-old energy levels naturally without running on a treadmill and without going for runs. Alright, so in case you don't know about me and how I got here, I'm gonna break it down for you. So when I was 15, my dad died. I went spiraling out of control. I became addicted to drugs. I was full of rage, just completely drifting my way through college. I was lost. I had no purpose. I had a really bad why me attitude. And I was on a path of self-sabotage. And it led me down a really bad path for years. And insecurities eventually led me into the gym. Now, I got addicted to the rapid progress that I made. When I was in high school, my dad, right before he died, taught me how to train. And even while I was spiraling, I was still training in the gym. And I actually went from this skinny little guy to this very quickly. And everybody in high school was accusing me of being on steroids simply because I got big so quick. But the reason I got big so quick is because my dad was a personal trainer. So he had taught me the principles. So even though I was being a degenerate, doing drugs and all this shit after he died, I was still training. And I was still getting results. So people couldn't fathom this. They thought that I was on steroids. They thought I was cheating. But anyways, after college, I got a desk job, and that's where I got fat. Look, I was like this all through high school, pretty much, and then all of a sudden I turned to this fucking guy, and that destroyed me. That destroyed my confidence. That destroyed all momentum that I had. And then I had 2 knee surgeries. I ended up getting even fatter. Okay, and then it took me forever to recover from these knee surgeries, and then that's when I got swamped with anxiety. The anxiety crippled me. I felt depressed. I felt like there's nothing I could do right. I felt lost. And eventually, I decided to go all in because I had enough. I was tired of being, in mediocre condition. I was tired of not liking who I saw in the mirror. I put my foot down and I said, I'm going 100% foot on the gas, all in on my life. No going back, I'm going for it. And as you can see here, the sequence of how I've looked, I was skinny my whole life. Then I got in good shape. Then I got fat. Then I had this mediocre physique for a while after I recovered from my knee surgery. And then I decided to go all in. And I went from this to this to this. So that's the key. Going all in changes everything. So the SBTS method is my blueprint that I built through 10 years of my own trial and error by not only my own experience, but also the valuable lessons I've learned from my mentors and coaches. Now, I've spent over $40,000 on mentorship in my life, okay? I've worked with some of the top guys in the industry, and everything I've learned from them is also applied in this presentation. Not just the things I've learned, and clearly I've learned a lot. I mean, look at the difference down there. But I've also included everything I've learned from all my coaches and my mentors, and I've decided to break it all down for you guys for free because I'm just a nice guy. And I want to see everybody win, and that's why I started this in the first place. So let's get into it. So in the following steps, I'm going to outline the entire process, A to Z, of what I did to accomplish these results so that you too can use the SBTS method to shred 15 pounds of fat while gaining a steroid-level physique, shatter all of your limiting beliefs, develop a God-level confidence, and live an enjoyable, healthy lifestyle and feel like your 18-year-old self as far as your energy levels. You're going to feel like you have the energy of a high schooler while looking like a god and feeling like a god. So, the SBTS method is a 5-step guide that will completely optimize your entire life and give you a proven blueprint to fast-track you to your goals and build a healthy lifestyle that you don't need a vacation from. So, here's the 5 steps that you have to do. First is goal setting. Do a life audit, okay? Be brutally honest for this part. Don't hold back anything. This is where you have to start being accountable. So where do you want to go? What are your goals? whether that's your personal, financial, or personal or professional life. And then where are you now? Be honest with yourself. How far are you from those goals? The more realistic you could be, the quicker you can actually achieve your goals. Now, 2, building an unbreakable mindset. Start getting early morning wins, shatter limiting beliefs, and remove all safety nets. Now, we're going to dive into all of this later in the presentation. 3, become the source you seek. Imperfect action, unbreakable, good habits, and an identity change is necessary. Becoming the source you seek is becoming the individual you want to become. Now, 4, fitness and nutrition. Obviously, enjoyable is the key. Custom nutrition plan and training routine that guarantees you get lean and shredded. And lastly, systems for accountability. You got to fine-tune your systems to be like your favorite TV show to make failure impossible. Now let me show you how to optimize each stage to get that lean and shredded physique, to develop the God-level confidence, to have the enjoyable, healthy lifestyle, and to have a steroid-level physique. 1, goal setting, life audit. So firstly, we must figure out where you want to go in the next 1, 3, and 5 years. Personal, professional, financial. Be specific. This is the key. If you're not specific, this is not going to work. So you can see this little document here. Personal. Personal would be like lose 10 pounds, move to another state, things of that nature. Professional would be what do you want to do in your career, whether that's, say you have a desk job. Maybe you want to get a raise. Maybe you want to switch companies. Say, oh, maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to hire 10 employees if you own a business. Maybe you want to generate $100,000 per month for your business. That's a professional goal. And financial is what do you want to do with the money? So do you want to go on vacation to Bali? Do you want to retire your mom? Do you want to buy a Lamborghini? Set these specifically and be clear about them. And this is going to tie in, I promise you. It's really important that you do this. So now, what current vices are keeping you from that goal? Now here's where you got to be honest with yourself. What current vices are currently stopping you? Here's like the core vices I see in most men. So which of these do you have? Be honest, start checking them off. Let's be real. Okay, the quicker you understand which vices that you have, you will be able to progress further. So just get an understanding of what vices are in your way. So once you see the goal, which of these vices stand in the way? Pick them. Now create your enemy. Obviously, we want to be a hero of our own journey, don't we? So in order for us to be a hero, there has to be an enemy. In every superhero movie, there's an enemy. So if you want to be a superhero in your own life, develop a superhero steroid level physique, there has to be an enemy. And the enemy can't be, your high school bully or someone, that you knew. It's got to be you. A version of you who doesn't miss. So start listing out a version of you in your notes in your phone who doesn't miss. So what does he do? He goes to the gym 5 days a week, even though he doesn't feel like it. He goes up to that cute girl and talks to her, even when he's scared to. He says the things he wants to say. Start listing out, how does this man talk? How does he dress? How does he walk? How much money does he make per month? How do people perceive him? What do people say about this man? Start listing it out, and this is going to be your enemy. This is who you're going to be battling over the next 180 days. So when you don't feel like going to the gym, your enemy goes to the gym. When you don't hit your macros, your enemy hits your macros. And you have to compete against this enemy over the next 180 days. And the only time you could beat your enemy is when you hit a PR in your life, when you do something better than you've ever done it before. And this is going to keep you driven and motivated to achieve all of these and drop all of these. Now let's keep going. Building an unbreakable mindset. If you don't have a strong mindset, you cannot do anything else that I'm going to teach you. So how do you build an unbreakable mindset? Well, first, early morning wins and daily non-negotiables. What's an early morning win? You can see here. Hydrate with electrolytes, stretch, journal, read. Do things each and every morning that prime your mind, prime your body, and prime your spirit for the day. Because when you achieve something in the morning, you have a unbreakable confidence that you bleed into the rest of your day. And especially when you achieve something hard in the morning, no other problems seem too big. So it just sets you properly for the day. And daily non-negotiables as well. Have certain things that you don't negotiate about, like hit my macros every day, go to the gym every day, or do cardio every day. Have things that you do daily and you don't negotiate on, you know? Like journal every day. Make that a non-negotiable. You never miss, ever. And when you start doing things daily and you never miss, your confidence becomes unshakable. And confidence breeds competence. And that's how you'll start having success in your life. And of course, shatter all limiting beliefs. You cannot achieve anything that you don't believe you can achieve. So once you start to say, I can't do something, it becomes the truth, and you can't. The power of your mind is insane. Your mind does not know the difference between what you tell it and what's reality. So you must lie to yourself while you're on your self-development journey. So you start telling yourself, I'm going to achieve this steroid level physique. I'm never going to miss my habits. Even if you're a degenerate right now, start telling yourself these things and then back it up with raw action, and eventually your mind will start to believe it and you'll start to take on this new identity. Now remove all safety nets. It's time to commit even harder. Commit as hard as you ever have in your life. Any safety net you have. So whether it's like, yeah, I'm going to try and achieve this physique, but maybe I might not, and I'll be... No. This is the only option. Your goals are the only option, and you're going to have them, and there's no going back. You will have them. You must tell yourself you will have them. You will. There's no other option. Remove any safety net that you have. Now focus on what's in front of you is one of the biggest things that changed my life. Not what's to come. Example. The goal is to lose 15 pounds of fat, have a steroid level shredded physique, right? Instead of focusing on losing the fat and the physique, focus on what you could do every day to move the needle forwards. So instead of focusing so hard on the output, have one eye on the input and one eye on the output. Instead of that, why don't we put both eyes on the daily input? So how can I, move the needle forward? Well, I got to wake up earlier. Why? Because it builds confidence and because it gives me more hours of the day. 2, I need to go to the gym today. Why? Because eventually I know if I do that stacked over time, it's going to let me achieve the physique. 3, I got to hit my macros today. Don't worry about the future. Worry about today, what's in front of you. And the sooner you do that, you'll start to notice your sanity comes more to peace. You're not losing your mind. Focus on why you don't have it yet. And eventually, if you just never miss, you will have everything you ever wanted. Next. Become the source you seek. So, this man that we've developed, right? This enemy is you. The enemy is a version of you who does everything right, a version of you who never misses, a version of you who is the best version of you. So we have to start becoming that person. And how do you do that? You start living as that man today, even though you are not that man. So what is that man's habits? What does he do, right? Whatever the answer to that question is what you need to start doing now. And you'll start attracting the lifestyle you want. This is the law of attraction. So, imperfect action. Start becoming the man now. Don't worry about every single detail of what he does. Just start acting like that man today. Start acting like the source that you seek now. Take action. Do something. The longer you think about it, you're never going to get results. You just have to step up and take action. Now, make unbreakable good habits. So look down here. These were my fucking habits for the most of my life. Drinking like an idiot. Smoking weed. Vaping. Now my habits are reading, journaling, cardio while I work on my desk bike, aka the dike. Okay? Build unbreakable good habits. Start doing things that are serving the version of you that you want to become. And you'll start to develop an identity change. All of a sudden, you're starting to live as this guy, and now you're starting to feel like this guy and not feel like this guy. And soon enough, you are this guy, and you're no longer this guy. But the only way to get from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, is to start living as this person now. Even if you're currently this guy, you got to start living as this guy now. And the actions that you take, the journaling, the good habits, the going to the gym, eating clean, positive self-talk is going to start reflecting a new identity change. And so now once you start developing some good habits, it's time to drop the vices, brother. Just drop them. They're standing in your way, and they're cheap. The positive feeling you feel from drinking lasts in the moment, and then you suffer from it later. Same thing with all of this shit. If you want true fulfillment, true happiness, true joy out of your life, that comes from serving a purpose. So what's your purpose? Once you identify that, which we just did in the goal setting part, now you know what you're serving, and it's very easy to just drop your vices. Just get rid of them, because you'll start loving your life every day instead of worrying about all this bullshit. Now, fitness and nutrition. So you got to train weights, right? There's this common misconception that when you want to get lean, you want to get ripped, you got to do a bunch of cardio and weights. You know, you don't want to get too bulky. No. You got to train weights, because when you train weights, you build muscle, and muscle burns fat. Muscle burns fat in a rested state. Okay, so train weights 5 times per week minimum. Focus on form, because the name of the game is longevity, and if you get hurt, you're fucked. So focus on your form. Make sure you have proper form. You're truly utilizing your muscles the right way, and really, get the good squeeze, get a proper pump. Now focus also on compound lifts. What are compound lifts? Things like bench press, things like bent over row, things like squat. A compound lift is a lift in which you are hitting multiple muscle groups. So bench, you're not just using your chest, you're also using a bit of your shoulders and your triceps. When you're hitting bent over rows, you're not just hitting your back, you're also using the back of your legs. When you squat, it's not just legs, you're also engaging your core. So when you focus on the majority of your lifts being a compound lift, you are now doubling the muscle groups that you're hitting, doubling the hypertrophy, and growing the muscle faster. Also, train for strength, progressive overload. Every single week, whatever weight you did last week, do heavier the next week, or do more reps the next week. So if you did bicep curls, 3 sets of 10, and you did 20 pounds. Next week, try for 3 sets of 10 with 25 pounds. Something like that, okay? Track it in your notes. Write down each set, what weight did you do and how many reps, and try and beat it every single week. And this will ensure that you are growing the muscle and getting stronger, and the more your muscle grows, the more fat that you burn. So, also, train your lacking muscle groups twice a week. So if you have really weak calves, hit them twice a week. If you got really weak, shoulders, hit them twice a week. You want to hit your muscle groups at least twice a week to make sure that you are maximizing growth. And also, sleep 7-8 hours per night if you can. If you have the ability to, do it, because that's when you produce, all your testosterone when you're sleeping. And we need to have high metabolism, high testosterone levels if we want to burn a shit ton of fat and have a steroid level physique. So prioritize your sleep. Also, if you're watching this video, you probably want to have rocket arms, right? You want Hulk arms like I have? Okay, you got to hit them twice a week. I recommend having one day of the week where it's legitimately an arm day, specific for your arms. I have a whole video on this in my YouTube. You can go check it out. But hit arms twice a week, all right? This whole slide is going to be about your arms. I'm blessing you right now, okay? You want some of these? Listen to my mouth. Train your arms twice a week. Non-negotiable. This is going to lead to greater muscle growth compared to training it once a week, it should say. Sorry. Allows for more muscle stimulation and adaptation of the muscle fibers. The more frequent you stimulate your arms, the more hypertrophy, aka muscle size. So if you want big arms, hit them twice a week. Spread your arm workouts accordingly so that you're getting the proper rest in between and recovery, and just keep smashing them twice per week. All right, now here's the biggest part. You cannot out-train a bad diet. If you're in the gym 6 days a week training as hard as you possibly can, but you're eating like an asshole, and you don't know your macros, and you don't know how to eat properly, your training is going to be useless. There's guys in my gym that I've seen there consistent, never miss, 3-4 years, and they never look any better. It's because they don't know what they're putting in their mouth, or they can't control what they're putting in their mouth. So understand your macros and how they align with your fitness goals. I'm going to break that down for you next. Okay? Hit your daily protein goals is the biggest key. So many people are like, what about the carbs and the fat? Bro, if you simply just focus on your calories and your protein every day, you're good. You don't got to worry about shit else. Hit your protein every single day and focus on whole foods as 80% of your diet. Now look, I've given you this whole breakdown here. This is your guide right here. If you want to feel amazing. Now you could eat ring dings and Snickers and still get in the best shape of your life. But if you want to actually have the healthy 18-year-old energy levels and feel amazing, Focus on whole foods as 80% of your diet. So what's a whole food? You know, chicken, steak, eggs, whole real foods. Anything that was killed or came from the ground. All right? So here's a breakdown for you here of things that you could eat. Track your macros every single day with MyFitnessPal, because if you're not tracking, you're slacking. If you don't know what you're eating, you're absolutely cooked, bro. You have to track it. If you want to look the way I look without juicing, it's because I haven't missed a macro in fucking years. You have to track. And also stay hydrated. If you're dehydrated, you're not going to get the most out of your muscle growth. Now, here's the breakdown you've all been waiting for. Everybody is so worried about what should my macros be? Well, here's my recommendations, okay? For your protein levels, if you're trying to cut, do your body weight times 1.15, and that is how many grams of protein to eat. If you're looking to bulk, whatever your desired body weight you're trying to get to is, say it's 180 pounds, then you got to eat 180 grams of protein. If you want to just maintain, whatever your body weight is currently, eat that many grams of protein. So if you're 170 pounds and you want to stay 170 pounds, eat 170 grams of protein. Now, carbs. If you're looking to cut, take your body weight in pounds and times it by 1.25. If you're looking to bulk, take your body weight in pounds, times it by 2.25. If you're looking to maintain, take your body weight in pounds and times it by 1.75. Now, fats. If you're looking to cut, take your body weight in pounds and divide it in half. That's how many grams of fat. If you're looking to bulk, take your body weight in pounds and times it by 0.75. And if you're looking to maintain, take your body weight in pounds and times it by 0.6. Now, I also have an entire video on this subject as well that you can go check out. But this is all you need. This is all you need. You don't even got to go to anywhere else. Figure out your macros right now. Pause this video, figure out what your macros are, and now continue. Now, systems for accountability. This is the most important part, because if you don't have proper systems, you're going to fall. We do not rise to our ambitions. We fall to the level of our systems. Atomic Habits. Great book. If you haven't read it, please go read it. So, systems for accountability. Track all your leading indicators. So, anything that's going to lead you to success must be tracked. What's measured is managed. So, whatever those things might be, right? If you're looking to get lean, you know you got to hit your macros, but when are you going to eat those meals? When are you going to read the book to gain knowledge? When are you going to do your morning routine? What time are you going to go to the gym? Start planning all of these things out in your Google Calendar. Because sometimes, as we go through life, we procrastinate on our phone, we doom scroll, whatever. And sometimes also when you don't plan the thing, you end up not doing it because it wasn't planned properly. So plan everything in your Google Calendar if you want to optimize. And I mean everything. This way you know how to move militant. And you could double down by I set alarms. So there's an alarm that goes off at 9, which means start working. There's an alarm that goes off at 9:45 to post a reel. There's an alarm that goes off at 12 to eat a big meal. Okay? Double down on your optimization. The more optimized you are, the more you'll get done, the quicker you'll get to your goals. And also leave positive cues everywhere. So if your goal is to get lean, leave a positive cue. Leave water bottles all around the house. Because when you drink more water, you're less hungry, so you won't be snacking as much. Get rid of negative cues. If you have no self-control around a box of donuts, do not have donuts in the house. And I understand some of you have family who eat junk food, so you can't control that. Okay, fine. If that's the case, put the junk food to the back of the fridge. Put the healthy alternatives in the front. Make it easier for success and harder. Put friction in between you and the shit that's going to stop you. And also, get an accountability partner or a coach. Doesn't have to be me. Can be me, but doesn't have to be me. It will change your entire life, because when you have someone to hold you accountable, it's just another layer. So imagine you have your goals in mind, right? You also have your Google Calendar set up. You set up a tracker like you see here, where you're tracking all of your leading indicators. You set up your daily needle moving tasks. You also have a coach, or you have a friend who's holding you accountable daily. Now how the fuck are you going to miss? How are you going to miss? Set it up to make failure impossible for yourself, bro. Now look, this method helped me find a new meaning to life. I found my purpose. I discovered the best version of myself, and I finally felt fulfilled. I was no longer lost. I mean, look at this. This guy was high all the time. This is where I got jumped. I was just really down bad for mad long, bro. But now I'm just a monster. I'm a savage. I'm clean cut. I'm feeling amazing. My life's just fucking awesome. And it's all because of this method that I've just outlined for you here. Now, now that you understand exactly how this process works, I do have an offer for you. If you are tired of starting over because you're constantly self-sabotaging yourself, and if you're tired of feeling like you know exactly what to eat, but you can't make the right food choices when it counts, and if you feel like you're leaving a lot on the table and you're ready to go all in and elevate all aspects of your life, and you're ready to shred stubborn body fat while simultaneously getting a lean and shredded steroid level physique, and you're looking for an enjoyable lifestyle that you never need a vacation from so you won't fall off, and you are excited to 10x your confidence and feel like the man while simultaneously gaining the respect of others, then I have an offer for you. If you want to turn 15 pounds of fat into a steroid level shredded physique naturally and overcome your vices in 180 days or less, then I'll work with you. And if you don't achieve this in 180 days, I will work with you for free until you do. Now, I don't just work with anyone, okay? You have to be committed and all in on your goals. So if this is interesting to you, and this is something that you want, and I mean fucking want. I don't mean maybe you want it. No, if you're serious and you really want this, bro, then you could book a call in the description and we'll see if you are a good fit to work with me. Now, if you don't want to work with me, that's fine. But you must apply everything I've taught. Never miss. Ever, 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 ever. Stay super consistent. Don't deviate from this plan that I've given you. Follow it to a T. And you will have everything you ever wanted. You'll have everything you ever wanted. But if you do want to work with me, I'm happy to speak with you, bro. I really am. I love working with people who are all in on their goals because I have been there and I want to get you there. And if that's you, book a call in the description. But if not, I love you boys and I'll see you in the next video.